So, hanging out here today, I made this guy out of the rest of the baseball bat that I made. This guy. This was the piece right here, was the very front. Actually, I think it was the center because I was going to make a 3-piece bait. I made this guy, and then out of the pieces I made this guy. So what I figured I'm going to do is I'm checking out California king snake patterns on the internet, and I'm going to, I think, paint this guy California king snake pattern and then take it out and see how it works. Anyway, Urban Bass Slayers. Alright guys, so I was checking this out a little bit more, and so I'm going to go with this color of a king snake because it's the more of the California king snake color. And I got this old material here. It was a laundry bag that I cut up, and I think that'll work pretty good for the scales. So I just got to mix up like a, I got to get like an off-white and then like a burgundy-ish color, and I think that'll work. And then the color just kind of wraps down, so most of the snake will be the lighter white and then the burgundy. So just blasting this with some black. Give it a nice base coat of black because that's the color that the lines are going to be on the scales of the snake. Throw some more black in here and move to the next step. So the next step on this is to cut a bunch of pieces of this out and wrap each one of these individually and hook them together with that on the bottom, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to paint what I need to paint. Can say that was fun. Took quite a minute to do that. So I got it all wrapped now. The next step is going to be to paint it. So I've got my airbrush. Gonna turn it on. Yeah. I guess I'll film part of this. Okay, so I mixed some pearlized white and sepia together to kind of get some color going on this thing. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take pearlized white, I already got it in the gun, and I'm going to shoot it at an angle back this way from the front, which will give it an effect kind of like what you can see right there on the front. It'll be more looking like a scale with the shadow on it. I need to make a stencil on the back of this. Make a little stencil for the little lines. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to make 2 different sized ones. Some random pattern. Something. Something like that. Don't have to be too fancy or too perfect. It's just with some color. Almost wraps just perfect. I think that one might be a little bit big. I might go a little bit bigger than this. We'll see. So I mixed up some detail brown and some wicked red. It was mainly the brown and like 2 or 3 drops of the red. Got kind of a burgundy-ish color. I don't know if I like it enough. I think I'm going to throw another color over top of it. And just a little bit of copper and it looks a little better. Got a little bit of this lead. This stuff's really old, so I don't know how this stuff's going to spray. So I got the paint job done. One of the tricks and the keys to a really good paint job that I learned over the years. So this guy here I made recently. Oops, I made that guy too recently. This guy here. So fine example. The tail of this, you can see the discoloration in that, and it looks like bubbles right there. I didn't let the paint set, so I basically painted this and then clear coated it as soon as it was done. I didn't let the paint set, and what that did was it started to release all the stuff that was still in there that was trying to cure. So I learned the hard way that you want to let it set. So now unfortunately I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow to clear coat this, or at least tonight. I'm going to let it sit for a few hours. It's pretty hot out here, so it should cure pretty good, and all the moisture should get out of it. You want the moisture to get out of the paint before you clear coat it. Right? That was fun. I'm going to move on to another project that I got going on, but this video is going to continue anyway. The show must go on. I'm like 5 videos behind on editing and all kinds of stuff behind. Anyways, thanks for keeping with me, guys. Alright guys, so here's the finished product with the snake. I went ahead and 2-ton epoxied this whole thing so you didn't have to be bored with the process of it. I had to do a couple sections at a time and let it dry over a couple days. Anyways, it's all finished. California king snake, 24th bait that I've made. Hard to believe I've only hand made that many baits. I keep thinking that I've made like hundreds of them, but I really haven't. I need to make hundreds of them. Anyways, this guy's pretty fun to make. I don't know how it runs, so I guess I'm gonna try to take this out and see how it runs in the water. And make a little video of that too. We're bass layers. We're in the bait room, messing around. California king snake build. Pretty cool.